Brother Dr. Sayyid Asif Alam, he is President of Cardiff branch.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I've got a collection of few hadiths to share with you. It's just a reminder. First and the foremost thing is this: being a da'i. It's very important for us to have a characteristic role model, an ideal personality. Life is here not in vain. We have aims and objective, and we have to live our life by that. And what could be the best role model and the guiding principle is none other than the ahadith of Prophet ﷺ, the life of Prophet ﷺ. And that is our role model, and that is we have to aspire and work hard to achieve that. And there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut. We have to, and as long as we are alive and the breath in us, we have to constantly aspire and struggle and work hard to achieve that. And no matter how old you are, young or old or very young, it applies to the same. It's never too late. And there is always a space, a potential there to improve. Hazrat Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu ta'ala narrated that Prophet ﷺ said, a man with Iman will never ever involve in any useless activities. He is very mindful of his time. He cannot waste his time. He is always focused. Not a single moment in the day he is going to waste it. And that is the beauty of Deen. And we all have to, in present situation and circumstances, have to look our daily routine. See how many hours, how much is the portion of the day we spend in those activities which may think that it may be a waste. And that is not the moment. That is not the Muslim. That is not the da'i. We have a very small life. I don't know, among this crowd, the small crowd sitting here, who's going to be here even tomorrow. We don't know. So, a mu'min never wastes his time. And Prophet ﷺ said, this is the beauty of Islam. So if it's not in you, then we have to work hard to develop this. And of course, we have to make sure that our day is scheduled in a way that most of the time, this is our experience, that while we are praying, we are in our mind thinking or rushing to go somewhere else. There are more important business to attend to. But when you finish your prayers, put your attention, put your thinking, focus yourself towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Have some conversation. Have a time for this. That's how you build a relationship. We need to see in our day how much time we spend in learning Quran. How much time we have spent in a day. Not only reading it, but understanding it and looking ourselves through the teachings of Quran, that how much Quran we have implemented in our life. My brother and sister, this is very important. This is a basic of a da'i, of a Muslim. But unfortunately, these are the things are most neglected even in our life. We are very busy visiting branches. We are very busy working in our branch. We are very busy organizing our halaqas, our big meetings, massive fundraising. And we don't get the time even to pray properly. We have to rush. We have to organize it. But you are doing all this for what? So please be mindful of that. That mu'min never wastes the time, and whatever time he gets, he spends in the most useful way. Abu Idris Khalani Raziyallahu Anhu, this is much later part of Islam, when Prophet ﷺ was not there anymore. He was visiting Damascus in a mosque. And when he was passing by, he saw in the mosque, there was a crowd sitting, and there is a man sitting in the middle of that crowd. A man with smile on his face, very distinct personality, with white teeth. But he was not involved in any discussion, but people were asking the problems with him. And Abu Idris Khalani asked or inquired, who is that gentleman? And he said, he is Muaz bin Jabal Raziyallahu Anhu. So Abu Idris Khalani came next day, very early in the mosque, and he saw that Muaz bin Jabal praying. So he waited for him to finish the prayers. And when he finished the prayers, he come close to him and say, Muaz bin Jabal Raziyallahu Anhu, I love you for the sake of Allah. I love you for the sake of Allah. So Muaz bin Jabal replied to him, for the sake of Allah? He said, yes, indeed, for the sake of Allah. So Muaz bin Jabal Raziyallahu Anhu hold his sheet which was wrapping around him and pulled him towards him, and said, if you love me for the sake of Allah, Allah will love you as well. Brother, the most important thing in organization is the brotherhood. Bunyanim marsus, just like that. One moment, one Muslim to another Muslim is like this. If that bonding is not there, if that brotherhood is not there, you cannot run any organization. We have read it time and again of the time of Medina, when the Muhajirin came, and how Ansar have accommodated them. So the thing is this, we can do everything. We can be a very flamboyant, very eloquent, very knowledgeable, but if we have not that feeling for our brother, if we do not have that love for our brother, if we do not have that environment in our gatherings, then I don't think we can achieve what we wanted to. So these are the characteristics. They do have a meaning in it. This is not something new I am reading in front of you, but it has got a deeper meaning, and it has to go into our heart. If it does not go into our heart, then it will not reflect in our work, it will not reflect in our actions. Hazrat Abu Zar Raziyallahu Anhu narrated that a Muslim and a Mu'min always value a good virtue, even it is very small, because that is his nature, always doing the good deeds. He is the source and embodiment for goodness for everybody. When he comes anywhere, when he goes anywhere, even at his workplace, his non-Muslim colleagues say, well, he's a wonderful man. He's very helpful. He's very courteous. He's always smiling. And the thing is this, Prophet ﷺ said, even a smile on your face is a sadaqah. So never belittle any good deed. Always try and be conscious doing a good deed. If a brother comes, stand up for him. Show your love and welcoming attitude. Being humble and humility. That is all is required. And it's just 24/7, all the time, day and night, towards your wife, towards your children. Even if you're angry, you just keep quiet. You don't want to show your anger. You don't want to put them out from you. This is what Islam requires from us. Today we are gathered here to renew those spirits, to energize. You're all coming here today, not to get the diesel anymore, but to get the electrify yourself, because we are in electric time now, isn't it? So plug you into the source here. And no matter what little, whatever it is, no matter how many times you have heard this, try and put in this to your heart. And inshallah, by the time when we finish here today, and go back, go with the spirits and continue on that, inshallah. So on this, I just wanted to finish my talk. I've got a few more ahadiths, but with the sort of constraints of time, I don't want to go on and on. But inshallah, during the daytime, we will have many opportunities to go through again on these spirits and talk and concept, inshallah. And there are many more eloquent speakers after me anyway, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.